absolutely, I love chiropractic. I'm really passionate about it, but I also struggle with communicating chiropractic effectively. And so I'd be concerned, getting out there and going door to door with people that I may not say the right things, or I may not navigate things. Do you have any suggestions in terms of communicating chiropractic as a student?
Yeah, that's another great example. Did I lose you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
My screen just went blank for a second. So, well, first of all, it's really not that hard because we've done it all our lives, and that's talk to people. We have friends, we have family, we have people in our community, that we talk to effectively. Something happens when we graduate school that we start losing that art form or that ability when it comes to chiropractic. And what I think is this is chiropractic has so much depth to it, and we're so anxious to share it that anxiety and the passion coupled together actually leads to this type of preacher mentality that we need to evangelize our world with the glory of chiropractic. And don't get me wrong, chiropractic is absolutely it is the most glorious thing in the world. If you're listening, you are a part of the greatest healthcare profession product in the world. But when you have that passion all built up as this potential energy and you're ready to share it, it just goes bah, and you just do this verbal diarrhea, and then your prospects are like, what is this? Essentially, you're out of agreement right off the bat. You're talking a different language. And I mean, Noah, you've been to parties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So when you're at a party and you don't know a lot of people, you don't know anyone, let's say, do you want to hang out with that guy or the girl that is espousing something that is completely outside of your belief system or your knowledge system? No. And they speak and they're almost shouting, and you don't connect with it, so they shout even louder. I mean, do we want to like cozy up to them and say, hey bro, what's up? Can I buy you a drink? Or it just doesn't work that way. How do relationships form? How do are people heard? Oh wait, let's check this out. Maybe we should just have a real conversation with people. Hey Noah, how you doing? Where are you? Right? Oh, you're in California. So what time is it over there? That's crazy early for you. Wait, thanks for getting up and talking to me this early in the morning. Yeah, I love that color blue on you because closers wear blue, and everything in my office is blue too. So I'm glad that we have the same style. How about that? It's really not that hard. If you're gonna have someone listen to you, you have to listen to them. You have to listen with your eyes and your ears before you're able to ever give anything. Like the next example, I don't know if you have a girlfriend or if you're watching, if you have a boyfriend or something in between. If you're having a fight or a disagreement with someone, the worst thing that you can do, especially with my wife, is not let her dump her fury on me. If I stop her and say, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, it's just going to go on forever. And we're just going to be speaking like this as opposed to like this. So what do? You say, well, tell me what's bothering you. And you listen. You let that other person dump all that crap on you. Dump it. More shit. Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me. Poof, poof. Oh, uppercut. Oh, that hurt. But once they're done dumping, guess what? It's your turn. Then they're more ready to accept. See, the problem in chiropractic is that the very reason why we love this profession so much is the very reason that we are disconnecting with our communities. Period.
Yeah. That actually reminded me of this book that I read recently called Being Mortal. And he says there's kind of doctors have kind of two styles. They have an authoritative style, or they're authoritarian, which is kind of what you're saying, like preaching and just getting up there on the podium and kind of saying everything. And then there's also this interpretive style. And in order to interpret what somebody is saying to you, you have to listen really well to what they're saying and then interpret it back to them. And then they hear their own words, and then they're able to make decisions about their healthcare based on that. And I feel like that's somewhat of what you're saying there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And let me tell you something. The market has changed. Back in maybe the early 2000s or even the 90s, the authoritative doctor was a role that was accepted by the mass population. It was just accepted. Oh, he's the doctor. I actually have some old timers here, like in their 80s, and they go, yes, doctor, yes, doctor. Like I have one maybe. But that's by the time you guys are out of school, the market's going to change. The market is demanding interpretive. They're demanding relationships. They're demanding so much more now that you can't get away with that anymore. And so we have to shift our focus from our agenda to their agenda. But isn't that why we got into this profession? To serve their agenda, right? We're here to serve them, and we need to make sure that we're meeting their agenda, what they want, not so much what we want. So we have a motto at Everest, and it goes something like this. And if you're writing this down, please write this down. If you're writing, is sell them what they want while educating them on what they could have. So if someone comes to your office and they have a headache and they want to get rid of their headache, guess what? You sell them what they want while educating them on what they could have. Because if you come out of the gates high-pieing with cartwheels and I don't know, and by the way, these are real things that happen in practice, okay? I'm not just making this stuff up. Or going through Stevenson's 33 principles, or whipping out your green books and just say, right off the bat, all this person wants is to get rid of their headache. And that getting rid of the headache is important to them. That's their agenda. Only when they see that you are a solution to that problem will they accept or even listen to any other thing that you have. I have patients I've seen for years. And the only reason they booth me for years is because I took the nail out of their foot, metaphorically. And now, as they progress and they evolve, now they're like, oh, so this thing called like chiropractic has a philosophy? Yeah. You know what? When I talk about that at our workshop on Tuesday nights, it's going to really give you the ins and outs of what chiropractic is really about. She's like, I'd like to know about that. See, patients will never get there until they see that you are an absolute solution to a problem. That's what they're coming with. I don't know what it's going to be like when you guys are out of school, but right now, I don't have a lot of people that say, doctor, I would love for you to show me and explain to me and philosophize with me the tenets of chiropractic. Like back in the BJ Palmer days, I really like to do that, and I'm willing to pay you for that. No, they don't do that. And by the way, chiropractic philosophy, awesome. You should learn it. You should just bathe in it. But it's for you. It's for the practitioner. It's not for the patients, okay? And that's the biggest disconnect that I'm seeing in this profession right now is that, and especially at Life West, you guys love your school. I love what Brian Kelly's doing over there. I visited your school multiple times. I have colleagues in the Bay Area. You guys are doing something really cool there. But the cooler you get with that stuff, I feel like the odds of the disconnect between the rest of the population that chasm becomes wider. And that's really the most important thing. Don't ever lose touch of the human condition as you evolve through this, because as a chiropractor, you are you have superhuman powers. But like Superman, he could be a Clark Kent and just chill out with Lois, and say, hey, what's up, as opposed to just always flying high and just being completely and utterly unrelatable.